So apparently dust resistance matters, but then why are we here? So this iPhone, for some reason, decided to invite dust underneath the camera. And since we know iPhones are reputed for their cameras, therefore it's no iPhone if the camera cannot outshine the others. So in today's video we are going to show you how to get rid of the dust underneath the camera lens. But first, how do you think it went in? So what we have here is a situation where the camera flashlight receded down, leaving a gap between it and the glass that is supposed to keep the dust out. So anything could just have its way into the phone. Now let's go and clean and also rectify the cause of this. So first things first, I need to first check if the flashlight itself works. Does it? How do I turn it on? So I'm trying to turn on the flashlight. So we've just turned on the flashlight and it works. So anyway, let's now dive in. So first of all, we have to turn off the phone, seeing that we are going to have to take out the camera lenses so as to, I don't know why iPhone decided to introduce double buttons for shutting down. It always trips me. I keep thinking I'm still on the 8. All right, so let's get to opening this phone. Opening it is the easy part. I think by now you must be having roughly an idea. The screwdriver that I'm using is not the right one, but it sort of served the purpose earlier on in closing it. If you haven't watched that video in which we were dealing with this phone flashing the Apple logo but not going on when plugged into a charger. So let's proceed. You could check out that video, see what we said in it. You never know, you may need it someday. All right. Okay, first screw. Right. The second one is out. Now the next is just showing you how to get inside. All right, now equipped with our surgical blade, let's go right inside. So this video serves the purpose of showing you how to replace the camera lens and the flashlight, and also how to perhaps get inside the iPhone. So all those are going to be solved in this video. So now to happily remove those two screws, we need to slide in between. And like we noted earlier on in the previous video, this is refurbished, so I am having ease with getting in between because I already got in between before, and even before that someone already got in between, struggling to be under the camera. This is where I wish I still can access my fingernails. Anyway, okay, now get to the side. Remember, we are trying to get between the silver frame and the black boundaries that have contained the glass. Okay, come to this side. Right, nudge it a bit. It's very easy for me to drift out of the camera's view, but forgive me. Now with it, with the bottom end roughly about a centimeter from the frame, we need to pull this a little backwards, and then okay, and then that does that. Now we flip it to the right of the phone, right there. Now first things first, we need to disconnect the battery before we proceed anywhere. You don't want shorting your board by mistake while still having power supplied. Now that's something to watch out for. Okay, so I'm I'm going to have to disconnect the screen connectors, both of them, the LCD and touch. And then I think this is the connector we are interested in, the one for the front speaker or the earpiece speaker. Now we need to go beneath this. Now I need another set of screwdriver tip. Let me return my kit right here. I think this is the right one. No, it's not. Must be this. And okay, I think I'll also need the magnet right inside there to keep some of the screws. So bear with me. Now we are getting to this because we want to get underneath that camera module. So we're going to pick out these 3 screws. Let's begin with the first one. And also pay attention to see if the screws are of similar dimensions. Also, if you open this phone, to help guide you as to where each screw came from. I have a feeling the 3 should be identical. Let me try to keep them away safely. And then proceed. I have a stubborn one here. Okay, final agrees. I guess no one likes being called stubborn. Anyway, so let's disconnect that. Disconnect this. And you should always be aware of the tactile feedback that you're receiving. It can roughly show you that you're doing things the wrong way or the right way. Now, this lifts out. When that lifts out, I believe we are interested in this. So because it may be slightly glued, we need to push it from underneath, right there. Okay. Is it by any means connected to anything here? Oh, this is adhesive. It might be. So, how it reached this far, I can't really say. So I'm pushing it by the side. Okay. I think I'm going to replug that in, seeing that I must roughly already have room to act upon with. Now, what remains is cleaning there. Let me get some tissue. Okay, so I've gotten myself some tissue, and I'm thinking of rolling it up, but I do not know how that will be like. Okay, I think this is cylindrical enough, and then okay, so let's go right in there. And then use this to allow me swab around. Okay, tear off that part. Make sure you do not scratch the glass from the inside, and it's only the tissue. Now I need to observe it from this side and see if that's clear enough. Is it? Now I'm going to blow a pulse of air to push any loose debris outside. Seeing that I do not have a high pressure hose or a vacuum cleaner, everything has to be manual. Alright. Now, need to also clean this one's peripheries, like the inner surface. Alright. Question is how the flashlight is supposed to be kept down. I'm trying as much to clean any dirt around there. Okay. Again. Okay. So that's roughly it. Is there supposed to be some manner of glass before this? And just pull up one for comparison. Alright, so I'm naturally going to assume there isn't anything that's supposed to be there. So that means I'm going to have to just apply adhesive around the boundaries of this flashlight, such that no dirt moves on its sides, around its sides into the inside of the phone. Okay, thank you. Right, let's proceed again to wipe some more. Okay, always be careful with the ribbons. Okay, then that side. Okay, now that done. Okay, where are we? Okay, let me roughly reset it back and then see how the look is like on the other end. Is it sitting entirely in? See that much? I feel there's something that it held upon that fell out perhaps in the past, in one of his past life of repair, because these are elevated and I do not see holes into which they go. Is it supposed to be raised like that? Alright. No. So let me reposition it again and then have a look again on the other end. So I think I'm just going to put glue around its peripheries because I don't think we'll be able to get that extension piece of glass or plastic. Like these lenses are tinted. That's interesting. Seem to have a black tint to them. Okay. So we'll bring our we're already into 15 minutes. That's interesting. All right. Anyway, I guess it helps you guys gauge the scope of the activity we are doing. We wouldn't want to lie to you that it takes shorter time, yet it does take longer. Okay, now around the boundary there. Okay. Trying to not be extravagant or put more than is necessary. Yep. I think we'll survive with that. Okay. Now let's get this surrounding mic out of the place. Okay. That should fit there, but now that we've cleaned that, we need to blow off any dust that touched the lens. And let me just use some tissue to soft sweep it. The way that watch with a beep makes you sound very serious, man. It feels like it's a reminder. Okay, guys, I think that's enough sweeping of the dust. Okay. Blow some more. Okay, I think that may be acceptable. Let me first polish here, just to be sure that our glass is clear. Yeah, I think it's clear. Just pick that out of the way. Then we'll reassemble the camera lens into place. Press that in, first sense that it has roughly reached, and then press it in. Now we'll bring back our plate. Okay, right there. And summon our screws back. It looks like you don't want to come with me, but okay. Farthest most, farthermost. Most farthest or farthermost? Okay. Screw up. That one has the fuse. Yes. Alright. So this is the reason I tell you to always unplug the battery. Because if this piece of metal falls on the motherboard at the right spot, could fry your motherboard for no good reason. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, one last one. Right. Okay. Go in there. Okay, that's enough. Now we bring back our assembly of the screen. I think this is acceptable. We'll launch the camera later and see. Alright. So now let's begin with the loudspeaker, the earpiece speaker, the connector, and then flip it back. And, Okay, that goes in, and the battery will be the last to be connected. Alright, now let's find the battery home. Okay, and now power on and check out our camera whether it is clear. It's already on. Now we plug that. Okay. Which one? Outside. This one? This one can't help you anymore. This is just usually the rubber that is supposed to, so the glue that is supposed to be in between the screen. That's why I was saying so it's easy to open because so it's no longer waterproof, don't go underwater. Alright, so let's turn on the camera for you guys. Okay, unlocked it, albeit off camera, because I don't trust you guys with my pin. Don't you? So open the camera, yeah. Now it feels like it's an iPhone camera. Let me see. I'm going to turn off the light so that you guys can see what I'm seeing, but yeah, we are good. Should I take a photo? Let me make sure the flashlight is on. Yeah. On. Okay, maybe, and then I would see that. Okay. Okay. I'll turn on the torch again. So after every repair, test everything that was involved. So I need to test that flashlight again. You can see, yeah, it still works. So that's it for today. Like, share, and subscribe. See you.